having hassles with friends, school or family, it can be pretty isolating. If you don't know what to do, talking to someone who understands young people can really help. A youth worker is one of those people. They understand what young people go through and they're really easy to talk to. They're also connected to a bunch of other services, so if you need more help from like a doctor, a counsellor, a psychologist, they can help you find them. Having someone on your side that can work with you is a massive support.
I became a youth worker because growing up, I could see teenagers like myself going through a lot of troubles.
I've always wanted to work with young people and sort of be involved in the community and be involved with people.
My whole life, before I became a youth worker, I actually put things in place for people, whether they were older or younger. I was always a helper. I was always interested in supporting people and giving them opportunities.
What a youth worker actually does changes day to day. A really normal day is different for different youth workers.
Lots of different work with them, from programs to individual work to going out and working in schools, from sports programs, so we'll run basketball comps or soccer comps, that sort of stuff. But basically we're there to support young people.
It's also really normal to do stuff like run band nights and really creative activities and sporting events as well.
We do a lot of outreach, so we'll be out and about within the suburbs in our region, just trying to engage with those who are not attending school or who we find out that are having a few issues.
Some of the programs I run are hands-on or social skills-based programs.
I've participated in a lot of different programs like DJing. I started that when I was 11 and I'm now 16 and I've been doing that since then, so that's gotten me some great job opportunities.
We can do programs around sexuality, positive body image, mental health. You know, we do dance programs. There's a whole range of different programs that we can do. So, you know, young people often experience bullying. It could be that they got hassles with their friends and they're feeling quite alone. There could be stuff getting sent, you know, text messages and all that sort of stuff about them that they don't know how to deal with. There could be trouble with mum and dad or, you know, one of their parents, their siblings or that sort of stuff. It could be that they've got some signs of depression but they wouldn't even know that sort of stuff. So we can help identify that with them and then help them get the support that they need.
Recently there was a person who got in contact with us because they'd been kind of run around services to do with looking for help with getting a house, and through connecting with us and us kind of connecting with the right services who could really advocate on behalf of that person, we found out a couple of days ago they got keys to a house they could move into. It's the first time in months that they haven't been living in their car with their child. It's really exciting.
But with youth workers, they can take you out and they'll give you real life skills that you won't really probably get in a classroom.
I would like to know the skills you need to be a youth worker.
Be able to communicate. You need to be a great listener.
You need to be observant.
You must be patient.
Creative.
What would you say if a young person was worried you were going to tell someone what they told you?
We will talk to a young person first up and say that the conversation we have with them is confidential, that they have the right to privacy. The only time we would have to breach that is where there's a risk of someone getting hurt, either themselves or someone else.
I think youth work is a really special position because we're not people's parents, we're not their teachers, we're not the police. We are someone that you can come to really non-judgmentally, and we're not going to say that you're doing life wrong. We're someone who's going to listen to what you have to say, and we're going to do what we can to try and help you find the right path for you.
I think we're different because our focus is the young person. There's so much focus on making sure that that young person is essential to our role and that ability to make it work around them and for what their needs are.
You let that young person take you to where they need to go to heal, and then you walk them out of there in a supportive professional role.
What makes a youth worker unique is that we aren't teachers. We're not telling the youth what to do, or in other words, so we're not leading them, we're not following them, we're right beside them.
What jobs are available for people in youth work?
Education. Programming. At-risk youth.
Taking care of youth. Guidance and leadership.
Young children.
Sports and recreation.
Educate, not judge.
Crisis management. Recreation.
Organizational systems.
Sociology.
Counseling.
Psychology.
Criminal justice.
Communication.
Babysitting.
The arts.
8 out of the youth work courses now are going into welfare organisations. They're doing youth housing, they're doing youth justice, they're doing youth accommodation, and houses for homeless young people and so on, which is fine. But again, if they're good youth workers, they should be doing youth development there, not just welfare.
I think from a government's point of view, what's really been or is important to acknowledge is that this isn't always out of the goodness of their hearts for governments. It is about a practical understanding of the policy and practice implications. So, we have very good research that tells us, for example, that young people that are homeless and unemployed at 15 are likely to be homeless and unemployed at 25, at 35, at 45, and that's a very costly amount on any society that's actually managing a group of homeless people that if with some intervention we could have made a difference.